Platinum X here with another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. This is a Dark Urge run, and I've just entered the mountain pass from the Goblin camp. And when you get here, a couple of dead civilians, nothing really on them. Nothing important anyway. And there's one big encounter as soon as you enter here. Now it doesn't really matter which you enter, what entrance you take, whether it's through the Goblin camp or past Joaquin's Rest, where you encounter
these markings. We must go there at once. Very well, but if we stray too far.
And then this right here is where you enter from, like I said, just past Joaquin's Rest and the Githyanki encounter. So it doesn't really matter which way you enter from. I mean, it brings you right here. Now, a little bit further up this path, here's the waypoint. There's a merchant, one of the Society of Brilliance down there. We'll get to her in just a second. But first, we're going to deal with some undead here. And if you come here too early, I'm level 6, so this should be a pretty, easy encounter. But you see that dude glowing is...
Let's have a look.
Oh, okay, nothing there. I'm just going to wait here for him to come back. The glowing ones. Ooh, look, I can get them both at the same time. Perfect. Let me go into turn base. Oh, come on. Turn base didn't stop him? Oh, now it stops him. Man, what a bunch of bullshit. I had them both right there at the same time. So anyway, those guys can resurrect the other ones. All these ghouls, and there's one gas that makes this a little more pain in the butt, not interesting. Because the gas puts out a noxious fume, which is like stinking cloud. It can, oh, there they both come again. There, oh. They spotted me. But that's fine, because I wanted them all close together for a fireball anyway. So there's the gas. See that stinking cloud around him? That can cost you your actions. I'm going to go ahead and attack this one right here. Get him out of the way. Oh, these things are moving too far. Trying to get them all on a fireball. I might still be able to get them all on a fireball. Oh well, they go before I can cast my fireball. Yeah, I kind of messed up by letting them spot me, so I lost my element of surprise. Fireball will probably nuke all those guys.
Have to keep going.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill these two. Well, kill one. And that might cause the next two guys to revive them instead of like doing some type of attack on me. No rest for the wicked. What does that do? Death is but a temporary... Yeah, so he's raising one of them. I can counter it, but I'm not going to counter it. Like I said, a fireball should take that. Oh, it died again because it raised it right inside my... what you call that spell. Alright, so now we can do the fireball. And the ghast is outside the fireball. That sucks. But the ghast is not really the biggest problem with this encounter. It's the two guys that revive the fallen is what makes this a really difficult and challenging encounter. Because I didn't really do that much damage to either one of them. They still have bonus hit points. And they have an aura that makes the ones around them resistant. And this could be a problem right here. This thing vulnerable to anything? No, it's resistant because it's in their aura. Immune or resistant to necrotic damage, not immune. Immune to poison. He's too close to the rest of my guys. Let me back off and see if I can get a sneak attack on him. Well, actually, I can get a sneak attack on him because Lae'zel's right up next to him. Well, apparently it did not. Well, he's resistant. That's why. Boom. I love that spell. Alright, so... let me push this dude back. Well, actually, first, let me try and hurt these guys with it. I'm probably not going to be able to get back around here. Yeah, I can. And I'm going to try to push this dude back. Well, it's not pushing him very far, is it? Anyway, alright. Now you see, basically being in that noxious cloud has taken her actions away. So she can't even really do anything. Except for... I wonder... I'm going to try to push it with Lae'zel. There we go. I'm still in the cloud though. So again, that's what makes this a very difficult encounter is I need to take out that ghast. It's still in that ward, but it's just, it only makes it resistant to the physical damage. How did it not take damage from that? Oh, it did. It just, it has, they always have one hit point remaining. You know? They just, how often they only have one hit point remaining again, it just, it's insane how often that happens. What I'm going to try to do this time is launch a fire arrow at this dude, hoping it will kill the ghast as well. Boom, it sure did. Gonna hang back here.
Let's finish this.
Alright, now I'm gonna try to turn undead. Alright. Oh, get out of here. Revived it with 27 hit points. Alright, now both of these guys are near dead. So I'm going to go ahead and split my firebolt. Try to take both of these guys out, which will then, you know, now there's no more rezzing the dead. Is that the gas? Well, I mean, it's almost over. Alright, he saved. And since, though, well, actually it still has the ward somehow. With them guys dead, it still has that undead ward. Which is a little strange.
Taste my fury.
Alright. Nobody even got injured in that encounter.
What's in here?
And once you hit level 5, I've said this many times, a very significant level. Once you hit level 5, things in Act 1, you know, become real easy. Nothing's really that difficult in Act, unless you just go running in unprepared and unaware and, you know, wind up in a very bad, overwhelming situation. I mean, level 5, you get bonus proficiency, or, you know, additional proficiency bonuses. You also get extra attacks on your fighters. Now, this is really the first time you encounter, like, some decent heavy armor, plate mail. Except I used the adamantium forge to craft 2 sets of adamantium splint, which is the same AC as plate mail plus the adamantium bonuses. I got one for Shadowheart and one for Lae'zel. Shadowheart at level 4, I did take the feat to allow her to use heavy armor, which gave her a bonus to strength. And next level, I'm going to, or the once I hit level 8 with Shadowheart, I'm going to take the polearm, because she's a half-elf, giving her proficiency in all polearms. And there's a lot of polearms in this game, magical polearms that have you know, bonus ability, like, you know, some good abilities. And I've never really done that with her before, so I am going to use her, because with that spell I just used against those undead, like, I love this spell, Spirit Guardians, which puts that protective barrier around her, with the polearm feat allowing her an attack when somebody enters her melee area. I'm going to try that out, see how that works.
Let's get going.
So there will be more to come regarding that. And this is the first time I have been in this area without Gale. I left Gale. I cut. This is a Dark Urge,
Something over there.
playthrough. So when I first encountered Gale in the portal, where his hand's sticking out, where where you normally would recruit him, the Dark Urge option to cut his hand off popped up, and I took it. So cutting his hand off and leaving him in the portal basically removes him from the game. So as you can see, Elminster did not appear. Normally Elminster, whether you go through the mountain pass where we're at now or the Underdark,
Is it broken?
Elminster pops up before you enter the Shadow Realm
I do not know your metaphor.
and to want
But
to
if you
talk
need
to
help
Gale.
digging, I will find a shovel.
So Gale is no longer in the game, so Elminster did not appear. Now the only reason I did not destroy the Grove in this playthrough is because in my last playthrough I screwed up and did not
find
break
another
Will's
way.
pact with Missoura. There is a trophy for that. So since this is a platinum guide to get the platinum trophy, I basically have to make sure that Will survive. I had to, keep Will in this playthrough until I get that trophy, which does not happen until Act 3.
Traps.
So
How considerate.
at the end of Act 2, there's another way to basically get rid of Will that I'll have to make sure does not happen. Alright, now that's where it led right back up to where we first, that's the path we did the undead on. And then here's that merchant. And I'm not going to kill her right now because, again, there's some items that I want from her.
Look over there.
Oh, brutal.
You're
Acutely.
honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one. What?
Please.
This is... I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake... Perhaps you...
Steal.
I'm not... You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
Now, I've never done this, but I'm going to do it now because I'm about to kill her anyway once I get the items. She's a merchant, and there is at least one item that I'll point out that I definitely want from her before I kill her. I've never really killed her before. I mean, I usually do a good playthrough, but this is Dark Urge, so evil playthrough. Let's get evil on her. All right, so we're going to produce the owlbear egg.
Oh, you wonder... It looks different to what I expected.
Now, because
Are
I
you
have
sure that's a
pretty high
gift?
charisma and well, that right there is basically admitting to her it's an owlbear egg, but deception. Well, again, that's telling her it's an owlbear egg. Nature's an intelligence check. So it figures that my charisma and proficiency with these two things is not what I'm looking for. But I could try this to fool her into thinking it's an owlbear. I mean, it's a Githyanki egg. Not sure what the check on this will be. 21. Boy, that figures. And look at that. Oh! Oh, I got it! Oh my!
How excellent.
How crazy.
You've...
Alright. Now, I'm gonna kill her. Oh wait, no, I can't kill her yet. I gotta get the items from... Okay, trade. Hopefully that gave her no attitude bonus. That's annoying.
Take a look.
Should have gave me an attitude bonus. All right, now the item I'm going to point out here that you definitely want to get from her is this Periapt of Wound Closure, because it allows the wearer to get maximum heal from whatever it be, a potion or a spell. Whenever you are healed, you restore the maximum number of possible hit points. And if you're downed, you automatically stabilize rather than having to roll a death save. So we definitely want to get that. And then here's some gauntlets you might want to wear if you've got a cold casting caster build, which the staff, well, I don't have it on me, it's in my chest, but the staff you assemble from the Underdark, the 3 staff pieces that build, it's a staff that does extra cold damage as well as cold melee damage. I chose not to use that staff simply because, and it's kind of disappointing, in that it does not have arcane enchantment, giving you a +1 to spell save, DC, and attack rolls. It doesn't have that, is why I'm not using it. And this is going to be, I'm more interested in poison, because that being a sorcerer with a green dragon bloodline gives me bonus to poison spells, and you know, but I mean, you could, you know, if you went with a sorcerer with a, you know, like one of the, there's 2 different types of blue dragons, and I think, or no, white, and blue is lightning. So white is cold, and then I think it's silver that's cold damage. So the 2 dragons that deal cold damage will give you bonus to cold, as well as the staff that you assemble in the Underdark, the 3 pieces that you assemble. Along with, there's a couple of items. A hat, these gloves could be a good cold build sort, you know, spellcaster, but I'm not going that route, so I really don't need those. These, you know, maybe for a monk, this would be a good item for a monk. I've never used a monk, so I've never really needed those items. Or even maybe a druid, maybe in a druid in animal form. I'm not sure if that unarmed bonuses come into play. Maybe you want to try that if you're a druid. I never really use these. And these I don't really use either, because it's medium armor. So if you do have a build that is a spellcaster that deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, see, clerics don't really deal that kind of damage. Clerics are mostly celestial, necrotic, or you know, they don't really, I mean, they do have Glyph of Warding, which can deal any of those types of damage, but anyway, it only gives you momentum. Medium boots that give bonus to athletics, so really I don't see much use to those. I never really buy them. This right here, Graceful Cloth, this could be a very good item depending on what you're using, what build you've got. Gives bonus to 2 to dexterity up to a maximum of 20, and bonus to dex saving throws and increasing jump distance. I've never really used that. I've never really felt the need for it. This too is a +1 war pick that does have a bonus ability that I've never used, because once again, never really felt the need for this. This staff right here does thunder damage and can cast Thunderous Smite. I don't normally melee with staffs. You know, staffs I normally have on my spellcasters, or even maybe on a cleric. There's one staff that gives bonuses to bless. I might put that on Shadowheart sometimes. But again, for my melee, you know, damage dealers, which staffs do fall under that polearm feat bonus, you know, to attack when people get close to you. I could use that for Shadowheart, but again, it's kind of a weak melee weapon, even though it does the bonus thunder damage. Again, not something I've really ever felt the need for, and certainly not something I wanted to spend over 500 gold on. So really just that Periapt is... There might be a couple of elixirs or potions you might want to pick up from her before killing her. Of course, I don't normally kill her. Again, this is a Dark Urge run is the only reason I'm killing her. But that Periapt really is the must-have item that she has. Really the only one that I ever get from her. All the others, except for those gloves. I mean, a lot of times I will, you know, like if I've got Gale, you know, if I do have Gale in my playthrough, I normally might get those gloves. And because Cold has some very powerful spells. Ice Storm, 4th level spell. Cone of Cold, 5th level spell. Very, very, you know, beneficial spells. Plus, Ray of Frost is a cantrip. So those are definitely something nice to have regularly. But this playthrough, do not need it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sell some items here to recover the money that I have spent. And then I will most likely get some of this back when I kill her. We'll just have to wait and see. There's some +2 ring mail that I picked up. Go ahead and do that. Of course, it would be 36. 1 point shy. That figures. 28. 9. Yeah, I'm pretty persistent with getting every single gold piece I can get from her, especially when I'm about to kill them. All right, that's that. So let's kill this.
Action, not reaction.
Thank you so much.
Now I could wait. I could let her live, considering I fooled her with the whole owlbear egg thing. I could let her live just to see what happens once I get to the city and get to the Society of Brilliance in the city. It just dawned on me. I think I am going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. And if you follow me, once I get into this city, I will post again what happens once I get there regarding the Society of Brilliance and this fact that I gave them an owlbear egg, not the Githyanki egg. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.